Hey, Marcus Washington, MTC Media. So Houston came up short in Game 7. Honestly, Golden State probably was the better team. From tip, you could see that they had been there, done that. Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy just bringing out so much experience. I think overwhelmed Houston. Got behind early. You let Buddy Hield walk in there and have a Buddy Hield night in Game 7. And those things happen, veterans, man. In the NBA, say what you want, veterans still win in the NBA. But for Houston, you knew because we live in the era of social media that somebody from Houston was going to unfairly take all kinds of shade. And it ended up being Jalen Green. Jalen Green was the one who took the shade from people who can't understand that the NBA is about learning how to win in the playoffs. You have to learn how to win in the playoffs. Isaiah Thomas, there was years that went by between Isaiah Thomas going, that mano-a-mano game against Bernard King and Joe Louis Arena that was terrific. I mean, terrific game to crafting his game with playing around better players and with the goal being to win a title. Not, I have to carry my team every night. It's not that. It was to win a title. And then after being screwed out of the 88 title on a bad call against the Lakers, he finally got one in 89. But that took years to get there. Michael Jordan, who, obviously we had that Boston series, blah, 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 but got his rear end handed to him 3 straight years by the Detroit Pistons. I know Jordan legacy defenders don't ever like to talk about those years where Jordan and the Bulls were getting their rear ends handed to them. They had to learn how to win in the playoffs. So here we are in 2025. People always beg, talking about those years as the glory years. Well, you have to learn how to win in the playoffs. And Houston is probably, if you believe in schedules, Houston is probably ahead of schedule. They have a lot of young guys who they had mixed in some vets with. And with Jalen Green, unlike someone like Cade Cunningham, where the Pistons have decided we're going to build and craft everything around Cade Cunningham, in Houston, it is a sum of all parts. We're going to be a sum of all parts organization because we not only do we have Jalen Green, we have Van Fleet, we have Şengün, we have these other pieces and parts, Jabari Smith. We have these other pieces and parts that we drafted high, and that we're invested in, and that we can all have them play together. And that's going to take time. You're going to learn how to win during the regular season. You're going to learn how to win in the playoffs. Jalen Green's playoff numbers are deplorable. I don't think anyone can argue that. Outside the one game where he went ham, he had rough nights. That does not take away from what he's done in the regular season. We had a really, really good regular season. Now, everyone's going to forget that. Everyone's going as if it doesn't count. But what he has to do is take the next step. Now, if you believe in the organization of where it is now, and you certainly believe in Udoka and the type of coach he is, we all know what type of coach he is, you'll see Jalen Green and this team learn how to win in the playoffs. They'll get better. They'll learn where their spots are in the playoffs. They'll learn how to deal when someone gets overly physical with them. They'll learn how to deal with, Buddy Hield, who had been quiet, comes out and decided in Game 7 he was going to go ham. You'll learn how to deal. You'll learn how to deal with those things. It's going to take time, and that's what we've lost in fandom of today because everyone wants everything to be the NFL. Oh, you can go from 12 and 4 to 4 and 12, or 4 and 12 to 12 and 4. And then people say, I like that. Well, I don't like if I'm on the 4 and 12 side because I want to be able to build. I don't see the value in the league that one year I can be 12 and 4 and the next year I can be 4 and 12. That sounds more like a lottery. Same thing with the NCAA tournament. Oh, it's great. It's great for entertainment. Can't build anything because it's a one-game set. It doesn't prove who's better, who's not. There used to be a time where the better team still won. Now, because how things have gone with the talent and recruiting and some early opt-outs, and then when you add today with these teams being old as dirt, kind of threw it out, even though this year you did get a good mix of a young Duke team and a veteran power conference teams to make it in the Final Four, but that's not here nor there. But that's not what the NBA is. It's not what the NBA has ever been. You're going to have to learn how to win 16 games. You're going to have to learn that. That does not happen. This is not the Stanley Cup playoffs where I can ride a high goaltender. It's not what happens. So instead of killing Jalen Green, you say, you know what? Jalen Green had a tough series. No different than in 1984. We had Tragic Johnson. Oh, we're going to forget that too. Tragic Johnson. Oh, and this team needs to learn how to win. And we feel like we have the right coach in place. We feel like we have the right players in place. That's where Houston should be feeling this morning. Not killing Jalen Green. Marcus Washington, MTC.